Hello everybody, I'm Vixen, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something a little different than I normally do because I normally post about doll content most of the time, but I recently posted a short about all the new Mario Galaxy toys and it was one of the most successful videos I've put out. So I thought I would go into more detail about these toys because I personally grew up playing Mario Galaxy. It still remains one of my favorite games to this day. And the fact that it's getting all of the toys and merchandise that it deserved at the time, now in 2026, is amazing. So I'm going to dive into all of the toys that have been announced or released so far that are going to be in stores. And also, at the very end, I'm going to talk about the leaked McDonald's collab with Mario Galaxy and some of the toys that come with that. Also, please excuse my voice. I am finally getting over a cold, so if I sound a bit congested, that's why. But I still wanted to make this video and show all these toys some love, so let's get into it. The first item on this list is the series of these 5-inch tall figures retailing at $19.99 in USD. The characters involved in this are Mario, Rosalina, Yoshi, and Bowser Jr. Overall, I think these figures are really well done. Looking at their bodies, I can definitely see multiple angles of posability on their arms, legs, and even around their fingers. In the case of Yoshi, each of them has these really cool inset eyes, except Bowser Jr. because he just has little black beads for eyes. But they look like they have these almost inset reflective eyes, which is really cool for a small figure. Mario also comes with Luma, which is really adorable. I do wish that it was canon to the color of the Luma that worked with Mario to begin with, the sort of cream or ivory colored Luma, but I still think this is adorable. Rosalina also looks really good. I love that she comes with her wand. I am really concerned that that will break. It seems incredibly thin and fragile. And she also lacks the posability of the other three figures. She's just kind of on top of this glass-looking stand instead of being able to move. To be fair, in the actual game, she kind of just floats around and you don't see her walking around very much. But it would be nice for her to have the same posability as the other three characters. Yoshi has this adorable satchel and the New York City hat. He also comes with sunglasses that aren't pictured here, but I think that's a really cute accessory to come with him. And then Bowser Jr., I think he is my favorite out of the figure set. I love the paintbrush. The details on the actual brush part to make it look like hair is really cool. I also just think that they got the sculpt of his head right, and I think sometimes when companies try to produce toys from the Mario franchise or any video game franchise with these like cartoon styled characters, they can look really odd. And so I'm really glad with Bowser Jr. they got the sculpt and proportions really good. I also love the neck scarf, how it looks like it was drawn on. It's a beautiful detail, and overall I think these figures are really, really nice, artistically done. I do think the price point is like a tiny bit high, but that might be just because I don't collect figures normally. But I got to see them in person at Target and they looked gorgeous in person as well. So yeah, really well done. There is also a figure multi-pack for those 5-inch figures like I just talked about. But this comes with Yoshi, Luigi, Mario, and then the exclusive to this set, Wonder Bowser Jr. I also included the box art because I think it is incredible how the paintbrush artwork comes from the side of the box to the front. And I also just think in general the artwork that's being put into the merchandise looks great, so I'll be showing a lot of the box art throughout this video. These figures, again, look really well made. I, of course, love Wonder Bowser Jr. again. I think they did an excellent job sculpting the almost flames-like look coming off the top of his head and also for the eyebrows. And it almost looks like his eyes are glowing, but it's really this kind of trick with reflective paint and also whatever clear material is going over his eyes, which is awesome. We also have Luigi, which is a new addition to the 5-inch figure roundup we have here, and he also looks really adorable. Again, posability for all these figures look great, and the price point for the entire set is about $60. So I think that's reasonable considering the other figures, again, were $19.99 and you're getting the Wonder Bowser Jr. figure, which is the like quote unquote exclusive for this set. So overall, not a bad price point for all 4 of those figures. Now we are going even smaller with the figures, going down to 1.5 inches for the Star and Star Launcher figures. These are really tiny minifigures to collect alongside the 5-inch figures, and the Star Launcher ones, which are the bottom left with Bowser Jr. and the Wonder Bowser Jr. And then there are normal star ones, like I've shown with Peach and Luigi. There are way more characters, I just didn't have enough space to include them all, but they also include Rosalina, Mario, Luigi, and some other characters as well. But I think what's really interesting about the Star Launcher ones is I believe from the base you could potentially stack them on top of each other, so you could have a vertical display of your figures, which I think is really cool. And for the mini star ones, just seeing them play on the warp stars that are in the Mario Galaxy game and will likely play a role in the Mario Galaxy movie is really, really cool. I also think that they're really well made for being this small. Usually minifigures at this scale can sometimes have issues with the painting or the faces look weird or scary. Yoshi does look a bit cracked out, but I think that he normally looks like that. Otherwise, I think these are really well painted and the sculpts are great, as I said before. So again, this is a great addition to that figure lineup. Moving away from figures, now we're into this plush territory, and these are the 15-inch posable plushes priced at around $30. These are really interesting. I don't know if I've seen something like this in a while, but basically their whole bodies are this soft plushy material, but there's some sort of boning or wiring on the inside so you can actually pose their arms and legs. But their head is this squishy kind of plastic texture almost. So their head is completely solid and their body is a plush, which is really interesting, and I did not expect that to kind of come into this toy lineup, but it's really interesting. Again, they have those really nice reflective inset eyes. I love that the hair has been sculpted to have details making it look like it's really hair on the mustache and also under their hats. And these are the firepower versions of the characters, and I think that's really cool that they're making merchandise for the different power-ups the characters can get, since that is such a big part of the game. Up next in the plush line are these smaller 9-inch plushes that include Princess Peach, Mario, and Luigi, and they are priced at around $15. Much like the last ones that I showed in the previous slide, they have these plush bodies and hard plastic heads, which is still so interesting to me. But these ones are not posable, so they have kind of the ragdoll physics where there's no boning or wire, so you can pose their arms or legs. Princess Peach, actually under her dress, does not have like sculpted legs. It is actually just like a plush tube, which is hilarious. But it makes the shape of the dress like hold the kind of like poof that you want it to. I just thought that was hilarious when I saw it in person, that it's not actually legs, it's just a sculpted cylinder under the dress. Overall, I wish, I'm begging Nintendo or some company to partner with them to make a Princess Peach doll. I've literally never seen one besides custom made ones, and I would pay so much money to have a fully sculpted, beautiful doll version of her. But anyways, the dress is really detailed, and of course those details are printed on, but I really enjoy the difference in the colored fabrics and the textures. And they also did a really great job with the painting details on her crown and earrings. And they got her hair sculpt right. There have been so many figures of Princess Peach that have come out with just like absolutely wonky hair sculpts because, you know, her hair defies physics. But overall, she looks really good. She does look like a bit shocked, but I think that's typical for, again, translating cartoon characters into merchandise or figures. But I think that she has a really nice sculpt, and overall, the plush is really cute. Mario and Luigi, again, look adorable next to each other. I love that they actually cared about getting the proportions of the two characters right. But they're, again, the painted details and also just the detail in the printout of the overalls is really nice, and so for $15, these are a really good addition to your collection. Now we are getting more into the actual toy territory, and first up we have these pullback motorcycle figures of Mario and Luigi that are $14.97, which is an interesting and very specific price point. But basically, these figures, you can pull them back on their wheels and they kind of build up tension, and you let them go, and they'll actually take off and drive, which is really cute. They're also very well made for being so small. The details on both of the bikes is incredible. Everything looks painted. They actually used sculpts from the Mario Kart games, which is amazing. And they look excellent for being so small. And I'm really glad they're incorporating Mario Kart into the Mario Galaxy movie because that is such a core part of my and probably everyone else's childhood who grew up in the 2000s. So it's really good to see them do Mario Kart justice in terms of these toys. This is, I think, the funniest addition to this lineup, these Luma yo-yos that are $4.99. And I didn't initially know if these were real or not, but they're actually selling out like crazy. And when I checked my nearby Target and Walmart, they are all sold out, which is hilarious because I thought that these would have done the worst just because they're so specific, but they are really cute and well made, and everyone loves Lumas. Like, that's gonna be a huge part of this movie, I can tell, and there's gonna be much more merch of them. But I think these are really cute and a unique toy to add to the lineup, which gives them bonus points because they have an edge on probably every other toy company right now because they don't make yo-yos. But these are really cute and they come in 3 different colors and expressions, and I can fully see younger kids absolutely loving these. This is the RC Mario bike toy, retailing at $50. And this is basically a drivable version of the motorcycle pullback figure I showed a little bit ago. And I really like these toys. I have always wanted the Princess Peach one in the cart. And I always think these are really fun and interesting toys for kids. And especially having a motorized version of the toy, I think that's a really good way to have immersive play. And I'm sure that there will be more of these to come. But since in the trailer we saw Mario driving this specific bike in the desert scene, I get that they want to release it early, but I am hoping that they release a couple more, especially with Princess Peach and the other characters, just so we can see more sculpts of these Mario Kart bikes and carts. But again, it looks amazing, painted details are great, and I would actually love to see this working in real life. This is probably my favorite thing in this lineup, and it is the Bowser Castle playset, retailing at about $40. And there is so much little detail going on in the overall playset, but also the little accessories it comes with. In the bottom corner of the box, you can actually see it comes with the piano and also the painting of Princess Peach that were in the first movie. So that is hilarious and a great attention to detail. But the castle on the back actually folds out and you can play inside. And that is really cute that it comes with all of those accessories that tie it to the movie. The Bowser figure also looks great. Somehow it looks like Jack Black, and I don't know how to explain that, but it just does. And it looks great. And again, I think they've been really paying attention to detail with how they sculpt these characters, and the overall castle with the spiked dome and also Bowser's head as the stone sculpture at the top is amazing, and it really feels like the Bowser castles from the games when I was young. Next, we have the Yoshi egg playset for $30, and this is really cute. I absolutely love the idea of having a playset embedded in a bigger piece of art or figure that ties into the media or game it's working with. And so this playset in its packaging just looks like a giant Yoshi egg. And it actually cracks open to reveal this little museum scene where it has the bone dinosaur and some other playset pieces. And it also comes with a tiny little Yoshi and Mario to play with. And I just think this is adorable, especially the details where it looks like the egg has actually cracked when you open it up instead of being just like a clean in half fold open is a really cool detail, and I just absolutely love it. The final playset I am talking about today is the Gateway Galaxy diorama, which will be about $20. This is a really interesting one for me. I did not expect them to make something like this, but it's a really unique addition to all the other toys they've made. So essentially it comes with Princess Peach and Captain Toad, which is really cute because I didn't see any other merch include Toad yet, and he is a sweet addition to the Mario Galaxy games. And this overall is such a unique and interesting playset. You can kind of put the figures on the little platforms and move them up and down. And on the reverse side, I think there's a different version of this playset to make it look like you are going somewhere or using the gateways to fly to another planet. And so that is really cute. And again, the artwork on all the boxes is just fantastic, and I can't wait to see what other stuff they put out. Last but certainly not least, I wanted to talk about the collaboration between McDonald's and the Mario Galaxy movie that kind of got leaked over social media, but the photos of the toys that would come with the Happy Meals got released, and I just wanted to share them here because it kind of ties in with the whole Mario Galaxy toy lineup that's going to be happening. And these are really cute. All of these figures can come with a Happy Meal, and there's a really wide range of characters. We have Peach, Rosalina, Mario, Luigi, a Luma, the Wonder Bowser Jr., Captain Toad, regular Bowser Jr., Yoshi, and Bowser. Bowser looks hilarious. I need him, and at least 2 more copies to hide around my house. But these are really well done, and I think this is going to be a really good marker of how expansive the reach of the Mario universe and the Mario games is, and how it's impacted kids all the way back in the 80s all the way up until the kids growing up now. And so I will definitely be going to McDonald's soon because I want that Bowser because he's hysterical. But also my girls, Peach and Rosalina, have a place in my heart as well, so I will be on the hunt for those. That brings me to the end of the Mario Galaxy movie toy and plush lineup as of March 2026. Of course, there are going to be more things that release as the movie comes out, at least I hope so. So I am looking forward to seeing all of these toys in person and getting to relive all of those memories playing Mario Galaxy as a kid. And I am so excited to see this movie and hope it can bring all of the fans of Mario together. And yeah, this was just an amazing experience. I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. So if you did, leaving a like or a subscribe really helps me understand what works for my channel, and also helps me make more videos like this because honestly, this was such a fun thing to make. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you later.